Hello everyone, I'm Metis Balaska and welcome to the stream. Yeah, sorry I have to move to today's stream to much earlier than intended because well all sort I have there's load shedding at 8, which is my usual time. Hey Yuma, welcome to the stream. How was your day? So yeah, last time on P4A, we met. We started the P4A story. We started the Persona 4 story, and we landed at where we ran into Adachi, who was supposed to be in prison right now. Huh. And what is the deal with? And what is the deal with Sho? Oh wait. I completely forgot to change topics. Let me do that quickly. 9 a.m. on Freedom East Coast. Suggest as woke up. Cool. Just let me fix this up quickly and we'll get to the game. There we are. All right, now let's get to it. Yeah, we are going right to this one. Those who played the game know why.
What is this? What's happened here?
What I saw when I finally reached Chiasso Inaba Station was an eerie, distorted building and a town that had turned into a maze. I kept walking for a while and eventually made it to the floodplain, but I didn't see any people around at all. And that feeling I've had ever since the train stopped so suddenly. By the time I reached Inaba, that suspicion had changed into certainty.
Exactly like the TV world. But if that's true, then...
I don't know what's going on, but if this is the same as the TV world, then there's something I can do. I concentrate hard and speak to the presence sleeping inside me, the way I've gotten used to doing so.
Persona! I knew it! I can use my persona. I don't know what's going on, but I might be able to find everyone.
I concentrate once again and search for presences. My senses slowly sharpen. At first, I can only feel out what's near me, but then it extends further and further out. Eventually, my senses spread all across the town, like I'm reaching my arms out wide. The readings I get are faint and hazy, probably because of the red fog everywhere, but I still pick up on several familiar presences. But it doesn't seem like my attempts to reach them are working.
Really no use after all.
Even though we have the same type of power, I wonder if things would be different if Fukusan was doing this. Just the other day, Fukusan saved everyone from a bad situation, from much further away than I could manage. If she were here, she could probably support her companions even through this fog. I mean, comparing your level 1 to someone else's level 20 and all that.
I don't have the power to fight. I can't even give proper backup. I'm no good to anyone.
My concentration breaks, and when reading I had slips into the fog. Just as I'm about to fall to my knees in despair, a strong reading I can sense even without focusing appears in the sky.
What? It's a bird? It's a plane? No,
Yep, it's a real one. Down from the sky with a loud declaration comes a woman in blue. The lady descends lightly and gazes upon the dumbstruck look on my face with a slightly cocked head.
Please excuse my raucous entrance. If I recall correctly, you are everyone's Rosette, the announcer of the P1 Grand Prix, no?
Elizabeth's always a fun character.
That wasn't really me. Wait, who are you?
You know, I remember those blue clothes from the P1 Grand Prix. She's the one with tremendous power that General Teddy was mad at, calling her an intruder. I don't think she is an enemy. Granted, I have no idea who she is. Mega de Leon for everyone. Yep.
Pardon me. I am Elizabeth, the wandering elevator attendant who has presently totally abandoned her duties.
I love how she proudly announces that.
I once presided over a certain power in a certain room, but for opaque reasons I am brilliantly currently on a wandering journey. You presided over power? Okay. Greatestly, exactly. It feels odd to bring this up, but it was okay for you to abandon your duties? Oh? Can you explain the question? I guess I kind of abandoned my duties once too. I ran away from where I was. But now that I'm trying to make a comeback, it's been really tough. This news of a comeback concert isn't grabbing me either.
A concert, you say? I know of such things. It is a mysterious ritual that only chosen ones can perform.
I mean, technically you're not wrong.
Within the flood of sound that takes people, the crowd repeats a chaotic dance to their heart's content, eventually achieving a state of rapture.
I mean, technically not wrong.
It's not like that.
By the way, Miss Rosette, are you sure that you should be reposing in a place like this?
Huh?
I have been observing this town state for some time now, and it seems this red fog has completely enveloped it. If left as is, I do believe that matters will take a turn in an unfavorable direction for you and your friends.
What? Elizabeth, do you know something? Is you, Senpai? Is everyone okay?
My, why are you asking me? When it comes to searching for your friends, I recall your power being uniquely suited to the task.
I can't find anything in all this fog. It's no use.
I see. In other words, you are grieving for your powerlessness, electing to stand here without attempting to search for your friends on your own.
Ouch.
What a disappointing turn of events. I have no interest in such a dull person. Please excuse me.
She's right. Why was I standing around here? Why did I keep worrying so much? Everyone may be in trouble, but I can move. I can think. I might even be able to help if I can get close enough to pick up everyone's location. Until I've run around so much I can't take another step, searched as hard as I can, and done everything in my power, I have no right to whine that it's no use.
Elizabeth!
What seems to be the matter? I have already lost interest in...
No, I just wanted to thank you. I'll try doing what I can.
Oh, what a horrific change of heart. Or is that heroic?
Elizabeth is such a mood. Yeah.
Either way, it seems you have realized the potential that slumbers within you. Truly impressive. But if you were to encounter a shadow right now, your current strength would not be sufficient to fully beat the snot out of it.
Huh?
Which is why I have the sudden urge to test whether your resolve is truly sincere.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what are you...
Please, do not waste your breath as I come at you. Your fate is in the cards.
Rip Risei? Huh? What? Why is this happening? No, I need to go look. No, I need to go look for everyone. When the shadow that appeared behind Elizabeth swings its sword, a shockwave shoots forward, parting the red fog and gouging the concrete at my feet. That was just one swing. and a parted fog. Supernatural fog. This isn't good. At this rate, Elizabeth will wipe me out before I can even find everyone. No, I'm going to protect you, Senpai, and all the others, no matter what.
Not miss again. I hope you are prepared.
Persona!
Sorry, Mouse.
No way. My persona?
I'm starting to grow excited. I must say it's been rather a long time since I last felt this exhilarated.
I am going to do this.
This is such a bizarre thing to do.
It's okay. I can do this now. From here on out, I've made my decision. I'm going to stay and protect everyone.
I mean, I have to admit, when I first went through this, I wasn't too chuffed that they did this, that they went and changed Rise's whole dynamic. Like, it felt like they were trying to make her one-up Fuka, in my opinion. And just like to add her to the roster. But at the same time, it kind of works because, like, a persona takes the form of your psyche, right? So if you prepare with a more battle-orientated mindset, it's completely possible that a persona can evolve into some from a support role to a combat role.
Now, show me the transformation of the potential within you. Burn it into my memory.
Well, rip Rise, here we go. I barely touched this character.
Final. Fight.
Let's change things up. How? Summoning.
Oh, come on.
I will shock. Oh no.
Yeah, but it's like but like in Teddy, in Mitsuru's case, she already had a persona that was capable of battle. She was just using tech to enhance support abilities. Fuka kind of had a battle-oriented move. With Teddy, he didn't have a persona before. He was just using his nose. And with Morgana, again, and already battle-oriented, he was just providing support on the side until Futaba showed up. Mega Slap!
Don't hold back. You're here with some freezing. Opening my deck. Have it ready.
Oh, come on.
Backing up. What? Impact. Wrap this up. Check it out. That should be time has come. Impact. Wrap this up. Check it out.
I mean, that's a super, so we can't do that so we're not likely to do that every fight, but it's still funny that we ended on the slap. Just like we've been traditionally doing with Yukiko.
Truly impressive. You have indeed shown me the power of mankind's potential.
But yeah, like I was saying, this is more the first time that a persona has actually evolved into a more combat stance, while originally being purely support. Elizabeth finally brushes away the dust on her clothes from the fight and smiles at me.
Why did you help me out? Help you? I didn't even have the shiniest intention of helping you. But I didn't know that my persona could do that stuff. Isn't that why you helped me? I see. That was not my intention at all. But if you say so, then I'm starting to get the sense that it may be true.
In other words, she had every intention of killing Rise.
In which case, it would only be natural to demand worthy compensation for such assistance. Huh? Wait, are you asking me for money? Or perhaps your soul? Oh, definitely not. A ticket to your comeback concert would do as well. Oh, I could probably swing that. No, I believe I shall ask for this world's future instead. That's pretty vague. Either way, it is decided. A struggle between solitude and bonds. The two great potentials of mankind is about to begin. I have no intention of assisting either side, but neither can I dismiss the contest as irrelevant to me. You lost me there. But what you're talking about is why this town got messed up, right? Indeed. Whether your bonds will win the day, or whether that young man's solitude will emerge victorious. I am massively intrigued as to how this struggle will end. That young man. Whoa, are you talking about the culprit behind this? Dear me, I've accidentally slipped up. In any case, please look over there.
Elizabeth points past the fog, as if dodging her own words. Well, I'm not letting her off that easy, but she probably won't tell me anything more. I'm a little puzzled, but I go ahead and look where she's pointing, and then I can't help but lean forward in utter shock. Out there on the hill, where Yasagami High should be, is this weird, huge tower. It looks like some kind of evil villain's lair.
I believe that is where the final battle will take place. It seems a number of your friends are already headed that way. What will you do, Miss Rosette? I'll go too, so I can fight with them. A perfect answer. I give you a gold star.
She draws a large star with one hand and goes directly into an elegant bow. She's probably headed off somewhere now. I really can't figure her out.
Well then, I bid you good luck, Miss Rosette.
After I see her off and she vanishes into the fog, I look up. I've got to get to Yasagami High. I'll help everyone this time for sure.
Everyone, wait for me.
The town becomes a labyrinth as the clock strikes midnight. It's just like the dark hour described in those documents.
I take a deep breath and check my surroundings. First, I review the situation. If I remain calm and collect as much data as I can, I should be able to put together a picture of what's going on.
It's here yet. I'd have thought someone would have come straight to Juness.
From what I can tell on my way here, the town is utterly empty. Are you, Senpai, and the others all right? If this phenomenon is the same as the dark hour from the documents, then the only ones capable of moving about in it are persona users like us. But why? If this was deliberately induced, then what is the culprit's aim in doing so? Since my call with Labra was cut off, I have no idea about her safety either. Is the helicopter she and her companion Is the helicopter she and her companions were riding safe? And what happened to Mitsuru-san and her retinue? This is a dangerous line of thought. I'm losing my cool. And can't keep my thought straight. I'm no detective in this state.
Calm down. If I start worrying, there'll be no end to it.
I take another deep breath. I know already that the red flag filling the area isn't poisonous at first blush. I did consider that the enemy might be employing an airborne toxin, but the whole town is covered in this stuff, and there's no way to move about while still avoiding it.
Still, it may be best to try not to breathe it in to the extent I can avoid it.
Huh? Naoto-kun?
Huh?
I'm thrown for a loop, that being called to out of the blue. I was so lost in thought that my reaction is slightly delayed.
Senpai, is that you?
Nope.
Uh-huh. Why?
Thank goodness you're safe. What about the others?
How should I know? They've got nothing to do with me.
A cheerful answer, the tone of which like Chie-senpai's usual self, but her actual words ring a warning bell in my mind.
Senses seem untampered with. From which I take it that you are not Chie-senpai. Who are you?
Little me? I'm Chie Satonaka, though I'm a fake one, based on the real Chie.
I see. So you make no effort to hide your true nature. And what are your intentions?
What a foolish question, even for me. The town was covered in the strange red fog shortly after the disappearance of Mitsuru-san and her people, and now a false Chie-senpai, identical to the real thing, stands before me. I have no inkling as to the enemy's goal, but it is at least apparent that they expect to find us in order to accomplish them.
Isn't it obvious? I came to fight you.
Are you? Rather, is the culprit who created you the same one who seized Labrys? Or is it an accomplice of his?
I want information right now, even if what stands before me is an imitation. It is honestly answering me. It is honestly answering me this much. I felt that it would be smarter to draw out as much information from it as possible.
You really are sharp, aren't you, Naoto-kun? But who cares about any of that? Persona!
What?
A familiar shadow takes form behind the fake Chie-senpai. Impossible. As close as these fakes are, they are not the genuine article. Yet, not only was this one able to summon the same persona as Chie-senpai uses, as it did so in the real world? What in the world is going on here? After dodging the attack, I jump back and draw the gun at my side. This is no illusion. That was a heavy strike, with considerable weight behind it.
Did I surprise you? Oh, sorry, I meant it as a little beat.
It seems the circumstances are different from before. What sort of scheme is unfolding now?
Solving that's supposed to be the detective's job. If you don't hurry and get ready, you'll get yourself hurt.
So you have no intention of providing answers. Very well.
Ooh, now that's our Now-chan. It's so convenient for us that you catch on quick.
Is that General Teddy?
You understand without me having to explain, right? Thanks for participating in the P1 Climax. Now then, on to Now-chan's first round. Obviously, this is a serious battle with nowhere to run. Oh, by the way, Min-chan and the others you're looking for were smushed and captured by me, General Teddy. In other words, if you keep winning in the tournament, you might be able to save them.
Though I had considered this as a possibility, I can't help but furrow my brow at General Teddy's words. So Mitsuru-san and her team were indeed captured. The shadow operatives are professionals, even when it comes to shadow-related matters. So if our opponent captured them so easily, then we clearly cannot afford to underestimate them.
And you can use your persona too now, Token. Well then, bring on the ring!
Immediately after the fake's cry, red pillars appear mid-air, surrounding us. They swiftly fall, embedding themselves in the ground. So this is the ring this time. I can surmise the basic rules. It's fair to say invisible walls stretch between the pillars, and I will not be able to proceed until the match is completed. But they're not invisible, though. They're right there. In which case, there is one option open to me.
I haven't time to waste, so I won't bother holding back. Persona!
Great! That's the Nato-kun I know! That makes it even more fun crushing you!
I wouldn't be so certain. You can never win against me.
Finally! Fight!
Okay. I'm a do it! Do it!
Turning into a very
This is an odd track for a fight.
Okay.
Oh my! They lost!
That is such an odd track to use for a fight.
Oh, I lost! Well, I guess that's enough.
As I said, you cannot win against me. Our forms can be mimicked, but you can never replicate our inner drive.
It was strong, though I wore a brave face to intimidate my opponent. Had I put one foot wrong, it could have been me who was defeated. For some reason, I feel much more exhausted than I remember being the case when I would fight inside the TV world. Is it because of my opponent's abilities, or?
This is a setup.
There is a mighty crackling sound, and the red pillar is to the far side of me shatter. I have evidently emerged the victor without any problems, and gaining the right to proceed. As that happens, the false Chie-senpai begins to disintegrate before my eyes. It must have been created by tampering with a shadow.
What is that?
What appears to be grains of light float up from the rapidly dissolving fake. They form a ribbon of light, drawing an arch in the air and drifting away in a particular direction, as if drawn to something. Thinking back on the battle, I believe I saw similar grains of light whenever my persona and the fakes would clash. What are they? Could they be figments of something? When I follow the light with my eyes, I can scarcely believe what I see. There is an enormous and bizarrely shaped structure which has no place in a rural town or anywhere else in the real world.
The hill where Yasogami High is? The orbs of light are gathering there.
Something's off. The opponent's methods are different from Labrys's case. They're challenging us head on now. The salient aspects of this case are the red fog enveloping the real world, a giant tower atop Yasugami High, and the grains of light that appear in battle, and the strange exhaustion I feel. Suddenly, something pops into my mind. Those documents I obtained from public safety, one of them detailed the past case involving Mitsuru-san's team, involving a giant tower that only appeared during a special period of time. If I recall correctly, it was called Tartarus? That aberrant tower was built to call forth something monstrous. Is it possible that...
Is the culprit of this case intending to...
I must ask that you not needlessly inquire further. Now is not yet the time.
Impossible. This was unlike my encounter with the false Chie-senpai. I was paying close attention to my surroundings. Yet this man suddenly appeared behind me, as if from thin air.
Naoto Shirogane, you will be making your exit here. Die.
A clear voice pierces the red fog, and the next sound that reaches my ears is what seems to be a blade slicing the air. Ah, great, another cliffhanger. They always have to do this so you're forced to watch the next episode. Oh, wait, I saw Adachi in the lineup there. Do we get to pick him? There's no doubt about it. As we go down the fog-filled hallway, we see a man we're familiar with. We could barely forget his face.
No way. Why is it Adachi-san?
Could he be a fake?
Huh? Fake? Oh, right. I forgot about that whole thing going on.
That friendly smile, joking manner, and contemptuous, nonchalant laugh. There's no doubt that this is the Adachi-san we know, but why?
Why are you here? Huh? Oh, well, I had intended on staying well behaved. But someone begged me to help out. And you know, I'm not the kind of guy who can say no to something like that.
Help out? You mean that show guy?
Hmm? Have you guys already met? Oh, man.
That doesn't matter. Don't tell me you're working with the culprit this time, too.
Well, what do you think?
Don't play dumb. If I don't like your answer, there'll be boot prints all over your face.
Who cares about all that? Come on. Aren't you kids in serious trouble right now? What with all the world ending and all?
So you are.
You guys really like sticking your heads into dangerous situations, don't you? You don't gain anything in life from doing that, you know?
Adachi-san, you said you would abide by the rules of this world. So why are you here?
Rules. Rules, eh?
Don't you understand how the real world is in trouble because of show? This isn't like the TV world, where only we were involved.
Oh, man. I see you never learn. The only reason I took that brat up on his invitation was because I was bored.
Of course.
All the questions about what he's after or what's gonna happen to this town, I don't give a damn about any of it.
What's he saying?
I mean, you should give a damn about the world, dude. You keep your stuff in it.
Adachi, you lousy.
Whoa, whoa, give me a break. I don't intend to get involved with kids like you anymore. Like, I bet you're honestly abiding by the rules here, because that's how you think.
The rules here?
You know, the one-on-one stuff. You don't even know what's gonna happen because of that. Honestly, rats like you barely even think.
What's that supposed to mean?
Like I keep saying, if you keep fighting them on their own terms, it can bite you in the ass. I bet he's collected quite a lot of those persona fragments by now.
My hazy scattered thoughts are all come together when I hear that Adachi-san when I hear what Adachi-san has to say. We've been vaguely watching those light particles fly up to the top of the tower, but are those what Sho was after? Could it be that the reason Sho set the rules was to make us fight one-on-one was to give off more of those particles, persona fragments, according to Adachi-san, during the constant fighting?
Have we been inadvertently helping him? Oh man, you really hadn't noticed? You need to get your act together.
Out of the blue, the distorted school building creaks with the loud noise. The jarring sound echoes in the depths of the red fog, like an animal's growl.
What was that just now?
Looks like there's no more time left. Earlier than I expected. Well, that's why I need to get going. Good luck to you, I guess. Oh, and your friends who got caught? They might be in trouble if you leave them be, you know?
Wait! What's that supposed to mean?
It means just what it sounds like. Then again, I guess it might be impossible for just you three.
Isn't he an adorable psychopath?
Wait!
God damn it, game developers! Adachi-san turns his back on us and disappears into the red fog. Yosuke tries to go after him, but he slams straight into an invisible wall. Oh, that looked like it hurt. I hope he's okay. It's only then I realize we're already surrounded on all sides by red pillars.
You okay, Yosuke?
This actually hurts more than you think. I mean, when did these get set up?
How much longer are you gonna make me wait? You better entertain me at the very least.
Is that Akihiko? Yep. We turn around to see the bearer of the familiar voice. Inside the fog is a man standing as if to show off his well-developed muscles. He's topless apart from a red cape. It's definitely one of Mitsuru-san's companions, Akihiko-san.
Look at this special ring. This place is truly a square jungle. It sure brings back memories. Yeah, it really takes me back.
It isn't a jungle, though. It's a ring. You've only got a limited space to move around. It's more like a cage.
Master? Oh, I'm glad that you're safe.
Well, you should have seen that coming, Chie. As Chie tries to shove her, a sharp fist whizzes right in front of her. Something's obviously not right. For one thing, Akihiko-san should be captive somewhere, and for another, he wouldn't challenge us to a fight like this. I think the voice should have been your first clue.
Fake Akihiko-san.
Don't you all long for the tensing of muscles and the clenching of fists? It's only seconds away. Step forward if you want to taste the match.
Good lord. Okay, so we've got a choice here. We periodically get during the P4AU story. We can choose who we want to fight as. We'll get this whenever there's more than one person in a group. Let's go with Chie. Have the martial artists fight each other, as it were.
Finally.
Time for an action! Protect me!
I'd like to note I haven't touched this game in over a week.
All right, we won! Wait, where did Adachi go?
Hey, doesn't this shaking seem bad? It's been getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah, looks like we don't have much time.
Hey, hold on a sec. Adachi said something about persona fragments earlier. What did he mean?
Last time, Sho tried to get powerful shadows by shaking us up so our personas return back to their original form. And this time, he's lured us into this red fog and made us fight our fakes, so we can carve off persona fragments in the process.
Oh, you mean those balls of light that pop out when we fight against the fakes?
Probably, yeah. Sho is trying to do something with the persona fragments he's collecting.
But what though? Is he gonna make a new persona for himself with them?
I don't know. But all the persona fragments I saw so far were headed to the top of this tower. We might find our answers there.
Get ready for a long climb. No, really, Tartarus was huge. To give people who have never played Persona 3 a clue, it takes you an in-game year to climb to the top of Tartarus. Trying to figure it out now won't do any good. We've fallen for the enemy's traps so far, but from here on out, we're going on the counterattack. We have to avoid fighting fakes as much as we can, rescue Mitsuru-san's team, and get to the top of this tower. After we all nod to each other, we run with renewed purpose down the murky hallway.
Sheesh, these hallways are too long. How far do they go? You'd think we'd have gotten to the stairs by now at least.
Maybe just running down the hallways won't work. Why don't we try going into the first open room we see? I mean, this place was connected in some messed up ways during the last P1 Grand Prix.
You do have a point.
But there's tons of classrooms here. Should we just start with the closest one?
Just pick one, I guess.
Whoa, bingo!
Oh, good job, Yosuke!
Yosuke apparently has EX luck. So much hate. Past the open door, there is the unmistakable view of a classroom, but on the wall inside, it is a set of familiar-looking school stairs, connected to it like they were forced there.
Still don't like this plan. We're gonna have to check every door we find from here on out.
Don't worry, you can do it, Yosuke.
Yeah, we'll be okay if we got Yosuke with us.
What's with the blind trust in me? I don't remember you guys being such goody-goodies.
What are you doing, Yosuke? Come on, you better hurry up.
Why isn't anyone listening to me? Don't you think it's weird that you're about to leave me behind after saying all that nice stuff?
Just as Yosuke suspected, our progress from the next floor on gets pretty rough. We don't run into any fakes, but we don't make much headway either. How far have we climbed? Feeling impatient, I put my hand on the nearby door and throw it open.
Hey, Yukon!
A giant guillotine blade wishes right before my eyes. I dodged barely, but it was much too close for comfort.
You dodged. Not too shabby, Yukon.
That voice!
Why don't you hurry up and come in? I'm bored out of my skull waiting for you guys.
I cautiously step into the classroom. Inside, we find stairs leading up and a figure blocking them, just as I thought.
Labrys! Like you don't already know. Yeah, I'm a fake Labrys. So, let's see how much of your persona I can carve off, okay? You're going too far. What What are you trying to do with all these persona fragments?
What do you care? Win or lose, you're all gonna die anyways.
I got nothing to tell you. Now, bring on the rig!
Red pillars fall from the classroom ceiling, and in their ominous glow, I can see Labrys's long hair persona. For a second, I was fearing the worst, but this doesn't seem to be Labrys's shadow. It's more like a fake Labrys created from a shadow. Whichever it is, it detaches a giant axe from its back and grips it in its metallic hands. The fake Labrys stares at us with golden eyes and takes a fighting stance.
A special destroyer made only to eliminate the enemy. Underestimate me, and you'll end up with more than just a scratch.
Going you. I'm going to vary up as much as I can, but I will mostly favor my favorite characters.
Finally.
I just had her in the corner. The fake begins to melt, and there's a loud crack as the red pillars shatter. At the same time, the persona fragments that were carved off in the battle turn into particles of light and float up into the air.
Oh no! The persona fragments!
Chie looks like she's about to chase after them, but Yosuke stops her. I understand how she feels, but Yosuke's right. Once they scatter, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do now.
It's fine. We just need to hurry on ahead. We're out of time.
Yeah! Still, it's so frustrating!
Chie seems frustrated, but she agrees. I know it's hard for her to sit around idly, even though she understands.
Something just crossed my mind. Personas were originally our shadows, right?
What's this all about?
No, I was thinking about what the culprit's after. I wondered why he'd be so hell-bent on our personas.
Huh?
Well, think about it. There's a bunch of shadows in the TV world. So why is he so fixated on our personas?
Good question.
Yosuke's absolutely right. Last time, the culprit was targeting our personas to collect powerful shadows. But not this time. If he wanted to play it safe, he wouldn't have gouged a bunch of Persona users into a fight with them, especially since we've already got a score to settle. Besides, just because the TV world is peaceful again doesn't mean all the shadows have gone away. If that's all he wanted, he could just gather those. Really, the culprit was controlling shadows to make fake versions of us to fight for him. But then why go through all the trouble of preparing these arenas and carving away our personas? Does he want revenge for last time? I don't know. Sho didn't seem to care about that. So why?
Must be a reason he's targeting our personas in particular.
Some reason why it can't be just any old shadows?
Yosuke and Chie are stumped too. We need some more hints. We're missing some key information, or maybe I just haven't put it together yet. A mysterious young man named Sho, persona fragments, and Adachi-san. No, there's still a lot left for us to find out. The strike I barely dodged grazes my cheek and slices through the air. The pain of the initial blow, which struck my back, is beginning to affect my breathing. My throat constricts, and I have difficulty getting air into my lungs. Only by force of will do I keep from blacking out as I look toward my assailant, who now approaches me. A young man, and he wears a Yasagami High uniform.
Dodged. Such a struggle you put up. You're wasting my time.
Who are you?
I am Minazuki. Show Minazuki. I am the one who will destroy you, the Kirijo fools, and this world.
So, you're the ones who captured Mitsuru-san and...
Yes, I caught them off guard, just as I did with you here. It seems you're not very perceptive.
So Mitsuru-san and her people have fallen into the enemy's hands after all. It's hard to believe. Is this young man truly the mastermind behind these incidents?
So your intuition is impressive. For you to discern our plan after only one battle.
It's an absurd scheme. What are you trying to summon with that tower?
I gather that his plan is far more dreadful than what I had imagined and at the start. That grotesque tower called Tartarus, which was brought forth to call upon something inhuman. What if the culprit in this case also intends on summoning something into this world? And what if the reason our enemy makes no move to hide the fakes and challenges us to legitimate fights is because they need to gather something before that plan can be achieved?
Be wrong. That in itself is not my objective. All I want is to grant a wish.
A wish? Whose?
There's no need for you to know.
This isn't good. He's already close enough for his attack to reach me. I'm still suffering from his earlier strike. Minazuki's next blow will surely cost me my life. My life. I need to buy whatever time I can now.
Left Labrys and attempted to collect our personas before, but that's not the case this time. You're using Mitsuru-san and her team as hostages, and you've prepared fake versions of us to fight. There's only one reason why you'd create such elaborate imitations of us, even to the point of summoning personas, and have them challenge us. You set this entire scenario up so that we wouldn't think twice about fighting.
That's right. Everything was set up from the start. It's the same rules as last time. After drumming the impression into our heads, our opponents admit outright that they're fakes. And as a result, I had stopped trying to figure out the motivations behind their actions. Since they've taken hostages and warped this town, we concluded that we had no choice but to play along, and were willing to fight without further hesitation. But I suspect Minazuki must be gaining those shining particles I saw earlier through our battles with the fakes.
Your intuition is impressive. By forcing you to fight in this fog, I am carving off bits of your personas.
Carving off our personas?
Dude, spoilers.
I've said too much. It seems our guests of honor have arrived.
Minazuki turns his gaze to the sky and narrows his eyes as if looking beyond the red fog. Simultaneously, the faint sound of a helicopter becomes evident.
I enjoyed my time with you. If the opportunity arises again, I'd like to speak with you further.
With that, Minazuki gracefully puts distance between us. The moment there's enough space for someone to intrude between us, a shadow comes dancing down from the sky, as if awaiting that exact moment.
Naota-kun, I gotcha!
Lapis, don't let your guard down. He's the one who attacked Mitsuru-san's group.
This guy?
Our guests of honor have arrived. I've been waiting for you, Shadow Operatives.
Labra stands between Minazuki and myself, as if shielding me. It seems I've been spared the worst-case scenario. The sound of the helicopter's rotors still remain in the sky above us, and it's very loud. It appears to be slowly descending. I strongly suspect that a plume of dust is installed into that helicopter. I recall an entry in the public safety documents explaining how a plume of dust would enable machinery to continue functioning, even in supernatural space-times, where no other electronics would work. It's unlike me to let my mind wander into matters of parascience. Perhaps it's a relief of my life perhaps it's the relief of my life no longer being in peril.
Why are you doing all this?
Who am I? That constant question. It's quite intriguing that a machine created for suppressing shadows would ask it.
What?
But first, let me see the rest of you.
As Minazuki keeps his eyes on Labras, a black liquid rises from behind him, instantly ascending to the helicopter. It's a shadow, no, a persona, and it means to take down that helicopter.
Yukari-san! Cancun!
Labras cries out in desperation. Persona users, though they may be, they are still human. If they go down along with the helicopter they're in, they will be grievously wounded at best.
Persona!
An unfamiliar woman's voice calls out from within the helicopter. At once, a tremendous gust of wind swirls about the helicopter, repelling the Black Shadow's ambush at the last second.
Quite the persona user. However,
Yukari-san, he's winding up for another one! We're getting off, Koromaru!
Just as the whirlwind dies down, an attack originating from within the helicopter speeds towards Minazuki's persona, which was primed to attack again. Amazing. What a perfectly timed maneuver. The surrounding fog glides up, and the personas clash at each other. Those grains of light that Minazuki is after disperse. At the same time, three figures jump out from the helicopter and descend towards us. A whir of helicopter rotors increases, which I take to mean that it's flying off somewhere. So then its objective from the start was to drop these people off here. I look once again at the two new arrivals and the animal that have descended upon the food court. Yep, you're seeing this right. There's a dog with them. One of the Persona 3 crew is a dog. And he's a good boy. I know who they are. After all, it was only a moment ago I was at Ino's station reviewing documents pertaining to them.
But now that we're here, you don't get to do whatever you want anymore.
Naoto Shirogane, right? Are you all okay? We'll handle this.
Obviously, they are older than the pictures in the documents, but the woman is Yukari Takeba. The calm boy is Kanemata, and the snow-white Shiba following closely is Kenku's heels is Koromaru-san. They were all involved in the incident which occurred when Mitsuru-san was in high school, and though they are not officially numbered members, as they are persona users on the Shadow Operatives Emergency Suppression Units, the auxiliary staff.
Labras, I'm trusting Naoto-kun with you.
Gotcha! You don't have to worry about a thing now. So you're our enemy.
You won't escape now.
The three of them fan out to Minazuki's left and right, readying themselves for combat. Such efficient tactical movements, all while never dropping their guard. I wonder how often one must face death in order to become like them.
Players have finally gathered. It's nice to meet you. I am Minazuki. Sho Minazuki. Welcome to his world. I wanted to meet you all, especially Kirijo. You are the ones who killed his father, after all.
What?
What's he talking about? Who knows? I don't really care either.
I have no intention of fighting you now. I only wished to see your faces.
His world. Minazuki's phrasing catches my attention. This could be an important clue to the culprit's motives. Could Minazuki mean that he instigated this in order to avenge someone whose parent or parents were killed? Perhaps he's seeking revenge on the Shadow Operatives. No, that's not right. Given that they took Mitsuru-san's group hostage and summoned the others here, it seems more likely that Minazuki wants revenge on Mitsuru and her associates from high school.
I'll be heading back now. Take your time here.
When Minazuki raises his hand, a different voice echoes from further in. It's a voice I know only too well.
Get the wrong idea. I'll be your opponent. What's going on? Another Naoto-kun?
Don't be deceived. That's an imitation of me.
An imitation? Huh. That sounds like the kind of dirty trick they'd pull.
Huh. It seems I'll be facing those who are participating in the Grand Prix for the first time. I hate to waste time, so let's simply begin now. Bring on the ring!
My doppelganger raises one hand to the sky. It means to summon the red pillars that form the arena. I'm still too badly injured to dodge this, but I can't allow this to be trapped here.
Everyone, get away from me! Hurry! Yukari-san, Koromaru, spread out!
Yukari-san, Kenkun, and Koromaru jump back in response to my warning shot. Labris, on the other hand, maintains her position, shielding me, making no attempt at all to move. Ah, I see now. Yukari-san told Labris that I'm trusting Naoto-kun with you, and Labris would never abandon her duties. Yukari-san and Ken-kun understand that as well, and so Labris was not mentioned when Ken-kun gave the order to spread out. Very efficient teamwork. I feel that I understand the secret behind the Shadow Operative's strength somewhat. 4 red pillars fall from the sky and bend that fall from the sky and bed themselves firmly into the quartz floor and release a dull light. Thank goodness. Hikari-san and the others seem to have escaped the pillar's field of influence.
What's going on? Wait, what the? Where's the culprit? What? Wait, when did he?
Now that they mention it, I too realize for the first time that Minazuki is nowhere to be seen. Minazuki's presence is completely gone. It vanished from the area just as suddenly as it appeared behind me.
Like I said, I'll be your opponent. Don't worry. A version of myself so close to death, and a machine who's just joined the Shadow Operatives would be pretty sorry prey. So just this once, while no attacks are still allowed from outside the ring, I'll agree to fight whoever enters the arena. Though of course, once you pass those red pillars, invisible walls prevent anyone from leaving until I defeat you in single combat.
Invisible walls. That's just ridiculous.
Really, Yukari? I expected that from Junpei, but not you. Yukari-san tries to take a step forward and hits her head badly on the invisible wall. Perhaps I gave them too much credit before. It's possible that these Shadow Operatives are, in fact, surprisingly careless.
This is just like the last P1 Grand Prix, except we're in the real world.
Teddy here. Long time no see, Labby-chan.
Where are you hanging from?
Oh, don't look so shocked. Let's see if I can guess what you were thinking. No, you're supposed to be my shadow. Why? Or something like that.
Is that Inaba's persona user, Teddy? He doesn't look like a bear to me.
Just looks like a plush mascot. Dressed up like that on purpose?
You there! Silence in the peanut gallery! Dare you call my bona fides into question? I'll have you know I look bearific!
We can get through this. It's just one this time.
Crap, you heard me.
This is your last chance to push your luck like that. Labby-chan and Now-chan aren't getting out of here until you win a one-on-one fight. So, are you okay with that? Are you gonna move on without your friends? Hurry up and decide whether you're gonna enter the ring or not.
Will you shut up? Fine, let's do this. I'll go in and...
No, please move on.
Huh?
You can't let him provoke you. The culprit's aim is to make us fight against our doubles, thereby carving off our personas.
Carve off our personas?
Mitsuru-san and the others are within the tower on the hill. It won't be easy, but try and avoid combat with the imitations as you rescue them.
Okay, Labrys, we're leaving the rest to you.
Oh, what's this? They left you behind. I guess that's the extent of this friendship you go on about.
That's not true.
What about it is untrue? For it seems to me that the others moved on, leaving you two alone.
Did we forget the part where Naoto said, no, you go on?
You clearly have no understanding of the bonds between people.
Yeah, what she said. They didn't ditch us. Yukari-san believes in me, so that's why she trusted me to take care of Naoto-kun. And that's why I'm gonna make sure to knock you out of the park myself.
Yes! I haven't played her in a long time, but she's still my main.
Finally.
You're being aggressive. That's great. Continue attacking. No. Hold the battle.
Goodbye.
Whew. Even I was excited. Congratulations.
I'm surprised how much I can still remember of her moveset.
Fantastic battle. We must have gathered a good many persona fragments just from that alone.
I mean, I absolutely creamed you, really. The other me melts into a puddle in the center of the food court. It's the most unpleasant sight to behold. I hear a cracking sound and turn to see the red pillar that had trapped us shatter. The invisible wall should be gone as well, but...
Is it okay, Naoto-kun? We ended up fighting this thing.
There was no getting around it. Our enemy has Mitsuru-san, her friends, and this town hostage. Besides, we had no means of escape.
So, everything was set up perfect. Who do you think that Minazuki guy is?
I don't know, but...
I can't help but fall to my knees from the pain I'd forgotten about. I haven't completely recovered from Minazuki's strike yet.
Naoto-kun!
Labra's promptly lends me her shoulder. This may be an odd thing to say, but it's at times like this that I feel, that I truly feel I've made friends. Not that I'd ever say such things in front of my senpai.
Thank you, Labrys. You truly saved my life.
Come on, no need to thank me. I told you it was my turn to help you guys out. But what about Yukon and them?
We inform each other what's happened and up to this point and exchange information. Labras's team was investigating Inaba Pass, where Mitsuru-san's group went missing, and we're headed here after filling up on gas. While we spoke on the phone, midnight struck, and we saw the change in the town from the air. It seems that red fog suddenly rose up and covered the town, and a giant tower appeared on the hill where Yasugami High is situated. In addition to Yukari-san, Ken-kun, and Koromaru-san, there's a man in the town by the name of Junpei Iori, whom we haven't yet been able to meet up with. All told, the Shadow Operative sent 4 people, or rather 3 people and a dog.
Just like I thought. Though that fake you was a tough customer. What in the world are they?
The imitations seem to be crafted from shadows. I'm astonished that they can even copy our persona abilities. But that aside, let's hurry, Labras. There's actually something I couldn't tell Yukari-san earlier.
Huh? What's that?
It's that young man Minazuki's true objective. He's gathering persona fragments from us, in an attempt to summon something hideous.
Something hideous?
Indeed. He'll use the tower looming on the hill, just as Tartarus was used when Mitsuru-san and her friends were in high school. I don't know what in particular he intends to bring forth, but there's no denying that his aim is something along those lines.
Really? Oh yeah, I actually felt something odd about that guy myself.
Odd? In what way?
Well, when I got close to him, I felt something strange. It was exactly like the feeling I get from those plumes of dust we have as cores.
Oh. Does this mean he had a plume of dusk in his possession?
Not exactly. It wasn't that he had one on him. It was more like it was synced up with his heart. It felt just like ours do.
Synced with his heart?
I don't understand. The plume of dust was integrated into the core of Labras and her sister unit at Aiga-san, and it plays the role of a heart in their mechanical bodies. But that man, Minazuki, he seemed to be no different from us at first glance. And what could it mean that she detected a plume of dust in him? And to remind people, I've mentioned this before in Labras's story, I think, or maybe in Agas's story, but the plume of dusk in the Persona series was originally like a free continue when you were playing on lower difficulties. Like I think, though I think they were only available in easy mode. Because in the Persona RPGs, if the main character goes down, that's the battle over. So they have those in as a mechanic when you're just learning the game. The faint light that has been scattered everywhere is gathering now, and I'm starting to see the outline of the truth. But there are still missing pieces. If we rescue Mitsuru-san's group and learn what they know, then I expect we'll be able to reach some sort of conclusion. Labras looks into my face as I'm lost in thought and smiles to try and cheer me up.
Relax. We'll never lose. You saw us fight earlier, right? Yukari-san and Ken-kun can really kick some ass.
Labras speaks with satisfaction, with a proud look on her face. It's a far cry from the Labras I first met a few days ago.
You've made some wonderful friends, Labras.
Huh? Oh, you think it's okay for me to think of them that way? It's kinda embarrassing.
That's how it is at the start. Once you come to realize it, though, you'll find that it turns to a warm feeling within you.
Huh. Is that how it was for you, Naoto-kun?
Who knows? Perhaps it was.
I recall when I first met my senpai, and a wry smile forms on my lips. Feeling a bit embarrassed at this, I pulled the brim of my hat down over my eyes. It's not just Labras. The same is true for me and many others I've met. We all go through this process to find what is precious and irreplaceable to us.
We'll rendezvous with the others.
Okay, we got more Yukari. And that's the only thing we have, apparently. Wow, apparently we got a little bit of a path to go before the next resay. But I am going to take a bit of a bio break right now. Give me a sec, everyone. Alright, I'm back. So we've only got this one, Saving Akihiko. I forgot my phone stopped working. After Teddy's led us to Yasugami High, we saw what looked like a practice building and barged in. But I don't know how long it's been since then. We've been wandering down every corner of the school through the stamped fog, looking for the stairs. We're slowly going higher, but
Was your school always this big? I think I'm done for. Look, my legs are turning into twigs.
They were twigs to begin with. Quit your whining and get moving.
ouch.
I know.
Just the fact that he doesn't deny it. Yeah, I know Teddy's got a right to complain. There's no knowing when the enemy might attack, and having to stay on guard all the time is tiring us out. Even Yukiko Senpai's got a hard look on her face. Well, it makes sense. I mean, the same goes for me, but these are her classmates we're talking about. Of course she's worried about them.
School was always this big. I'd be late for class every day.
That's what you're worried about? Man, how the hell is this place hooked up?
Oh, could we try opening up a window and climb up the walls?
What are you thinking? Yuki-chan, that's against the rules.
I love how he jumped on that right away, since that's what Akihiko did in the previous story. Suddenly, the TV on the ceiling turns on, and that weird Teddy comes up on it. I don't really get this guy's deal. Can I just assume he's a fake Ted and just leave it at that?
The imposter's showing its face again. You don't give up now. You're gonna get more than just a beating. What are you talking about, you moron? I'm the one who wants to punish you. Shouldn't you all be trying harder than this? Don't you understand the situation you're in? If you don't hurry, the world really is going to end.
But you know, no pressure.
Yet you keep dallying around and wandering all over. None of you have any guts, I say.
Shut up! Do you want to end the world or not? Which is it? If you didn't want us to get lost, you should have made us a straight path, damn it!
That would defeat the purpose of the P1 climax. It's only natural for the bad guys to be mean. Huh. Fine. Now hear this. I, General Teddy, I'm gonna give you a warning because I'm so tear-jerkingly nice. Open up those tiny ears. If you don't hurry up at once, the lives of the captive princesses will be in danger soon.
What?
That ain't good. Thinking about it, it's been in a while since the first Midnight Channel broadcast. If Mitsuru-san and her guys were already strung up at that point, it's no surprise they'd be exhausted. God damn this fake Ted. What a dirty trick.
Oh! Yuki-chan? What was that for?
Oh, sorry. Looking at that Teddy made me angry for some reason.
How tyrannical! A bear on screen and adorable little moi are totally unrelated!
Yeah, sure.
Adorable little moi is totally unrelated! Grrr, don't copy me! Don't copy me!
Real mature, guys. The fake Ted gives one last smirky laugh to taunt Teddy before the red fog covers him up on the monitor and he's gone.
Looks like we better hurry and find Mitsuru-san and rescue her gang, too.
You're right. We should focus on that before we head higher up.
Alrighty then. Time to open up my bear nose once again. Wait. Huh?
Ah! Why do you keep turning our way when you sneeze?
It's no use. The red fog's been so thick ever since we got into this building. My nose isn't working at all.
Try harder, Teddy.
Well, if Yuki-chan gave me a big fat kiss, I think I could try harder.
God damn it, Teddy!
Enough of this bullshit. Hurry up and put that nose of yours to work.
My nose is very delicate. Searching through this fog makes my sneezing unstoppable.
Don't worry, Teddy. I have lots of tissues.
Yuki-chan, are you doing that on purpose? I don't need tissues. I need smooches.
You can do this, right, Teddy?
Teddy knows full on searching.
Feeling the pressure from Yukiko-senpai's icy smile, Teddy starts twitching his nose every which way. I don't get how that counts as full-on searching, but I can tell he's desperate. Maybe that whole unconquerable snow black thing's got some truth to it.
I do sense something, but what? Oh, here we go! I smell something like Michan and her friends from over there.
Bastard! You got your snot all over me. You're doing this on purpose, huh?
Well, all that aside, Teddy's nose is all we got. Is all we got to go on now. When we go in the direction he pointed out, we can sort of barely see the door to the music room at the end of the hall. Nice. That means someone from Mitsuru-san's crew is in there. Feeling better about this, I grab the door and pull it open with enough force to bust it down. I figure if there's a hostage here, there's got to be a fake here too. If that's the case, I'll give him a little fist sandwich just as soon as I see him.
Whoa! Who's that?
Ah! We found a crucified Aki! Hang in there!
I forgot they even made sprites for that.
Akihiko-san! What a horrible thing to do.
Damn it, Akihiko-san is up on a cross, just like they showed on the Midnight Channel. He's limp like he is unconscious and seems pretty out of it. Damn, I remember this guy being pretty strong too. If they can do this to a guy like him, then whoever we're up against might be tougher than we thought. The goofy mood on the from a second ago goes away in a snap, and we start inching back while checking out our surroundings. That's when I notice there's another guy in the corner of the classroom. I've never seen him before, which means...
Hey, Pops! Are you the goddamn culprit?
Pops? You mean me? Shh. Youngins these days are so rude.
You're barely out of your 20s. What are you saying? In fact, you're not even in your 20s, aren't you? This is like only 2 years after Persona 3. The guy who comes out is some suspicious-looking dude with a red bat and a goatee. He sure looks shady enough to be the culprit.
Huh? Is he really the culprit in this? He seems a little flaky.
Trash talking me already, huh? I'm the lethal weapon of the Shadow Operators. Junpei Iori. Fake.
Oh, so you're a fake.
We don't actually know the real one, so how shocked should we act at learning you're the fake?
I love how she was just so nonchalant about that reveal. Like, oh, that's it.
No two ways about it. He's a dumbass.
What the hell is this guy saying? I can tell if he is here to mess. I can't tell if he's here to mess with us or make us laugh. What's he doing mixed in with fakes of us?
Anyway, your game ends here. Here goes. Play ball.
Those aren't bases, Junpei. Suddenly, red pillars descend, and we get surrounded by invisible walls. I mean, I can't see them by going, but going by the other fights, they must be there, right? Well, I ain't gonna sweat the details. No matter whose fake it is, it's the enemy, and that means he's getting an ass
Hold
whooping.
it right there. The real Junpei Iori at your service.
Just when I thought I heard a voice from up above, something comes falling down. Could that be? Yep, classic Junpei.
He fell on it.
He's not moving at all. I guess he's out cold.
Ah, I knew it. A dude who looks like Fakey here is stuck on the invisible ceiling, stretching between the red pillars. He's caught in one hell of a pose.
Oh man, so lame. That's the original me.
Yep. Suck it up. Even the fake is grumbling. That dude's no ordinary guy. Either way, all the tension from a second ago is pretty much shot now. Well, that's good enough. That's good for us, and it helps us relax. All we got to do now is beat down this fake.
Stop your damn mumbling. I'll crush you like an egg, so let's get to it.
We need to make him take responsibility for doing such a horrible thing to Akihiko-san.
I don't really care about Aki, but I never forgive an evildoer.
Wow, they're totally pissed. Good thing the rule say this has to be one-on-one. All right, youngins, feel free to come at it.
Going Kanji. I mean, we haven't had a fight with him yet.
Finally. Fight!
You're very let
Eat
loose
this!
today.
Eat this! Eat this! Eat this! One more! Smackdown! Break it half! Eat this! Take this! One more! Smackdown! Eat this!
He tried to get out of the corner and he couldn't.
Thank you.
All right. In your face, damn it.
Time for a fist bump. That fake seemed like an idiot. Seemed like an idiot, but he was pretty impressive. No wonder he's the something operative's little webbing. Something like that. I guess this means the real one's pretty strong too. Speaking of, that's when I hear the red pillars shatter and something comes falling down. Oh yeah, I forgot someone was stuck up there. Oh crap, wasn't he unconscious?
Junpei Iori at your service!
Classic Junpei. Before we have time to worry, that Junpei guy lands right next to the melting fake with a loud thump. He then tries to strike a pose, but his legs must get numb or something because he starts writhing in pain without a word. Well, yeah, he fell pretty far. He fell from pretty far up there after all.
Do you think he's okay? In any sense, I mean.
I don't know.
Anyway, we explain quick about our fakes and all the other crap that's happened to Junpei-san, who seems like he's doing okay. He said this he came to Inaba because he heard Mitsuru-san's crew. Because he heard Mitsuru-san's crew went missing, but he got lost in the school. He happened to spot Akihiko-san and us from the connecting passageway and jumped down from there. But he had the worst timing, or the best. That would have been a pretty great comedy stunt. At any rate, we hurry to the cross and get Akihiko-san down quick, but he doesn't come to straight away. It looks like he's pretty drained.
Akihiko-san! Are you okay, Akihiko-san? Damn it. Who did this to you?
You're one of the shadow operatives, right, Junpei-san?
Huh? Yeah, I am, but how do you guys know about that? Hey, weren't you using personas too?
Looks like Junpei-san really doesn't know, so we ended up having to explain everything in detail, including our fight against Akihiko-san and his friends in the P1 Grand Prix the other day.
So that's how Akihiko-san got caught. I'm still kind of fuzzy on this stuff about the TV world and whatnot, but I think I get the gist of it. Oh, right. I never introduced myself properly. I'm Junpei Iori. People call me the Shadow Operative's lethal weapon. Thanks for sticking up for Akihiko-san earlier.
I'm Yukiko Amagi, a third year at Yasagami High.
Sup? I'm Kanji Tatsumi, the second year.
And, who's this blue Daruma doll?
Who are you calling a blue Daruma doll? I'm an Adora bear.
Adora bear? Oh, is that one of the monsters that shows up in Featherman?
How rude! How could you not know how popular I am, you sweaty bearded batter?
Oh, what's with all the ruckus? I'm trying to sleep here.
Akihiko-san!
Aki, you're awake!
Oh, thank goodness he's alive.
You wouldn't come around. I was getting worried, man.
Relax. I was just taking a nap to get back some of the energy they stole.
He's got some balls for a dude in this situation. But Akihiko-san has got to know too. He's saying this stuff to keep us calm, but the guy looks like he's got a lot to recover from. He's telling us how that cross-like thing he was on wasn't just for show, being tied up to have felt like his strength was getting drained. Akihiko-san thanks us all, and then turns back to Junpei-san.
But hey, it's been a while, Junpei. Were you the only one they called out?
Actually, I was more of a lone samurai. I got a call from Yucatan, but my phone ran out of juice during the call.
Of course.
When I got here, something weird had happened to the town. I thought everyone was headed for this Tartarus-looking tower, so I came to check it out. Oh, Yucatan should be with Ken, Koromaru, and this Labris girl, who I guess is Aigis' sister. I never met her, though.
Even Ken got called up? Oh man, I'm ashamed of myself.
But why did you come to Inaba? Did you find out something about Labris' case?
Well, we heard that the shadow presence had ramped up in Inaba. We were headed here to look into why that happened. But while we were on our way, our car got ambushed and... well, you know the rest.
Damn it. That culprit's one sick bastard. How dare he torture you?
Huh? They didn't torture me or anything.
They didn't? But you're wounded all over, and your clothes are all ripped up.
My clothes? What about my clothes?
No, that's just his look now.
What are you saying, Junpei? Aki always looks like.
God damn it, Ted! Shut your damn mouth!
Huh? Oh, I get it. Yeah, never mind, Akihiko-san. Sorry for talking weird like that.
Whew, damn it, Ted. That was too close. All guys got stuff they don't want people to know about. It ain't a matter of hiding the truth or not. There's just a time and a place to bring it up, and you don't go bring it up for other people.
That reminds me, though. This feels like that other thing we know all too well. Is it just me?
So, you noticed too.
I mean, it's like this is the dark hour, right?
Dark hour? What's that?
Basically, the dark hour is a hidden time that ordinary people don't know about. We fought once to get rid of it, but that used to only last about an hour every night. What's happening to this town doesn't seem so simple.
That reminds me, General Teddy mentioned something like that.
The P1 Climax! It's the end of the world! One-on-one deathmatch that's worthy of the name Climax! And best of all, if you don't win the one-on-one tournament to the finish within the hour, the world will end! No punches pulled this time!
We explained to Akihiko what the fake Teddy said on the Midnight Channel right before our town got messed
That's
up.
not good. We have to meet up with Mitsuru and the others as soon as possible.
Yeah, now that I think about it, if we don't do something inside of an hour, does that mean the world will get stuck the way it is? We better hurry. But just as we're about to get going, we run into a problem. The damn door won't open. What the hell is this shit? We really slowed down on the progression right now. We're like in a progression bottleneck. No matter how much we climb, the scenery remains the same. We should have gone up a number of floors by now, but my limbs have already gone numb. I'm not surprised that my friends have gone so quiet, given that there seems to be no end to this labyrinth.
Okay, you haven't said a word all this time. Stop being so quiet and say something fun.
Dude, you're asking too much. I've got no energy to spare for that right now.
Yeah, but being quiet gets me all anxious. Don't you have anything? Some inside info on discounts at the Junes Deli?
Thank you for shopping! It's always Customer Appreciation Day at Junes. Wait, just talking about meat boost your spirits?
Of course it does! Oh, meat. That tender juiciness makes me so...
Good lord.
Someone's here.
Once we get up the flight of stairs, I stop their conversation. From not far off, we can hear two people talking, their voices echoing out through the hall. We move forward as quietly as we can to find that the voices are coming from a slightly open classroom door.
I am getting so bored. I should just go take out a couple of them. Whoa, hold on there. There's no need to get hasty when the plan's going so well, right? It'd be easier to just sit back and wait.
These voices, is that Adachi-san in show? I signal to Yosuke and Chie with their eyes, and we quietly peek into the classroom. The voices are coming from.
Huh? Where is this? Was there someplace like this at our school?
Yep. She is right. That eerie light and the bizarre things in there. It's a disturbing enough scene to make anyone who sees it deeply afraid. Where are we? There's no room like this anywhere in Yasugami High. So where in the world is this scenery? Yeah, so remember how the P3 gang were talking about Tartarus? This is effectively the bottom floor of Tartarus.
What are you talking so big for? Want me to stick my sword through your ears? Ooh, scary. Can't you calm down a bit? You won't beat anyone like that. And you came to get me because you needed me, no? You sure it's a good idea to kill me just because I rub you the wrong way? Cripes, what a wet blanket. Did you just come from a picnic out in the rain or something? Don't get the wrong idea. That guy has nothing to do with this. I can kill anyone I want if I feel like it.
He's fast. The young man draws the sword smoothly and holds it to Adachi-san's throat. The blade reflects the strange light in an unfamiliar in the unfamiliar room, making the scene even more eerie. What should I do? Adachi-san is in danger. Do I make a move? No.
Then go on ahead. It's easy, right? Have you actually killed anyone before?
A massive chill runs down my spine. Adachi-san's aloof tone, that dull gaze that expels all hope. It's like the mud at the bottom of a lightless river. The same gaze is deflected at all our pleas. It deflected all our pleas back then, and now it's brushing aside even Sho's threats.
This guy's really pissing me off.
Seemingly sensing the darkness within Adachi-san, Sho sheaths his blade. He seems pretty irritated, and having someone get the upper hand must really offend him.
Hey, is that show guy insane? He's laughing and joking one second, and then the next, he pulls out his swords.
Are they bickering with each other? And what was that about that guy?
I heard the same thing. We thought up to now that everything we had faced was all Sho's doing, but it seems that he had at least one accomplice. Not only that, but they summoned Adachi here as someone with talents important to their plan.
Look, there's no need to fight. Once it descends, after all, the world's going to totally disappear. Why spend your time dealing with them, you know? Just ignore those kids. That's not the problem. I look at those guys and I can't stop gagging. They just herd together like best buds. I don't know why they're so full of themselves. It makes me want to beat the shit out of them. Get them to cry like babies. You get me? Do you?
Someone's in his angsty teen phase. Suddenly, Sho's bloodthirsty, madness-tinged gaze turns on us. The instant that Sho reaches his back towards his back, I yell to Yosuke and Chie directly behind me.
Yosuke, Chie, get back! You're so lame. Such a frickin' irritating bunch. I hate to even look at you. I just want to see you completely destroyed.
There's no sense in hiding any longer. I give Yosuke and Chie a look before slowly stepping into the classroom. They follow close behind me, and we face Sho with the bulk of the classroom behind us.
Show me Nazuki. What are you planning?
Huh? Weren't you listening? I'm gonna get rid of all you disgusting pests and make this a world I can stand to live in. What?
Don't be ridiculous. That won't help anybody but you.
Yeah? So what? Of course it only helps me. I'm saying you're disgusting, so you should all just die.
This isn't funny anymore. You're totally nuts. Are you saying that nothing else matters as long as you're satisfied?
Aha! Well, duh! Friends? Bonds? You worthless pests aren't accomplishing anything but licking each other's wounds. Shitty pests in this shitty world have no goddamn call to give me their shitty lectures. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get rid of every shred of everything.
Someone's always been picked last in PE class.
Little. You really are a piece of shit that's not worth saving. You've got no right to do that.
The world will be much quieter soon. Just like here. A wonderful place where there's no one else. It's all for me.
What? A world with no one else?
Ugh, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Just hurry up and get smashed to pieces, you shitty pests! Whoa, whoa, what are you getting all worked up for? You really shouldn't do that. And you shut up too, you piece of shit! Come get me. I'll beat the life out of you. You'll be begging for mercy.
Good lord, he has more of a mouth than Kanji. The red pillar is in the four corners of the room light up and shows Reddy's two swords in a stance I've never seen before. It looks preposterous at first glance, but then I see it's actually very efficient and focused entirely on offense. This isn't some amateur style. It's an art. It's the art of murder, instilled into him to guarantee a kill.
There's no way I'm gonna let him win. I can't believe our town is such a mess because of that guy. There's no way I'm sitting back and letting it happen.
I'm with you. We'll show you with our own fists how strong you can be when you have something to protect.
Show strong. Don't let your guard down.
Blade to blade, let's go.
Final.
Bullshit! Bastard! Bullshit! Why bother? Bullshit! Shit! Bullshit! 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 Damn it!
Huh? It's already over?
You little...
Overestimated yourself a little bit, didn't you? With the final strike, show collapses. The shining red pillar is in the corners of the room shatter at once, and the invisible walls surrounding seem to go with them. Show had his beat on and everything from power speed and physical stamina, but we managed to win. It's because he never used his persona. We were all worried about the power of those his red glowing eyes that kept us paralyzed, but Sho didn't use it even once during the battle. No, could it be that he actually couldn't use it?
What did I tell you? This is because you kept using those weird powers. You got all puffed up because of someone else's gift.
Are we fighting you next, Adachi-san?
Huh? Oh man, don't be ridiculous. Why would I do something that hard?
Hard? Aren't you supposed to be on Sho's side?
Show's side? Give me a break. Come on. Isn't there someone else besides me you should be worrying about?
Someone we should worry about.
Oh, you mean that guy Sho mentioned? Damn, so he does have an accomplice.
No, something tells me that's not it. Adachi-san's still looking at Sho, collapsed on the ground. What's he so interested in? I'm about to ask, but before I can, he starts to move.
Persona.
The voice is very similar to Sho's, but it's obviously not him. The moment Sho sits up, a silhouette that I've never seen before approaches me from behind him. Is this a persona?
You move!
Yukon!
I can't dodge this, but no sooner does the thought flash into my mind than Yosuke and Chie run over, positioning themselves between me and the approaching silhouette to shield me. No, if they do that...
Yosuke! Chie!
Sho slowly gets to his feet. Wait, but is this even him? He looks the same, but his stance and bearings are completely different from the Sho we fought a moment ago. What isn't Sho turns towards us, in a ghostly manner and slowly raises his head to fix an almost mechanical stare on us. Who in the world is this? Of course, cliffhanger. Only those two, huh? Well, idol versus hero.
What is this? It's just like the TV world.
I don't have the words to describe how much the school has changed. The building itself looks about the same, but on top of it is this weird tower. Now that I'm seeing it up close, it's really creepy.
One climax? So someone's holding one of those events in the real world?
It was fine last time since I wasn't participating, but I bet that I'm in the same boat as everyone else now. Geez, I hope I don't get stuck with a weird name like theirs. It's hard to see near the top because the fog is so thick, but I wonder if everyone is already inside the school building.
Persona.
I fully opened my consciousness, and my voice broke, concentrating my efforts on the inside of the school. I had expected the interference had been this bad. Still, I'm sure I can do this now. As I concentrate harder, I'm almost like I'm praying. A faint voice echoes in my mind.
Someone. That voice. Fukusan?
It's not coming from inside the school. On instinct, I turned to where the voice was coming from and charged right into the gym. It's a total mess in here. Carelessly placed filming equipment, folding chairs stacked up to the ceiling, you name it. I look towards the stage in the midst of the creeping red fog, where I see an even more shocking sight.
Fukusan.
On the center stage is a prop-like cross. Fukusan is crucified on it, and she's being held up to public ridicule. She doesn't look well at all, and she's breathing in gasps. Who would do such a horrible thing to her? Near the cross is a person in pink clothes collapsed on the ground. It seems like she's the one Fukusan is calling to so desperately.
Fukusan, hang on, I'll come free you. Rise-san? No, don't. You have to stay back. Huh?
After Fukusan notices me and cries out, I sensed an odd presence and stop. Soon afterwards, a number of arrows pierced the ground in front of me, giving off sparks.
Close. What's going on here?
Looks like you have a good sense for these things. No wonder you're their backup.
I can't believe my eyes. It's from that live-action show on the air now, called Featherman Victory.
Feather pink?
I don't get what's going on here at all. But actually, taking a closer look, there's something about the stage Fukusan's on. It's a stage from that club escapade on Port Island. On top of worrying about the girl collapsed on the ground, now I've got some kind of costumed hero attacking me. Is it a hidden camera thing? Yeah, so basically, Yukari's got an acting career and is a career actor during this time in the Persona universe, and she is Feather Pink in this new Featherman show. So she's a Sentai actress.
No, Rise-san! That's... Fuka-san, take it easy!
Fukasan's brow creases in pain, and she tries to explain something to me. I don't really understand, but I'm getting a nasty feeling about that cross. All I know is that Fukasan is in a lot of pain, and I need to rescue her as quickly as possible. But when I try to approach the cross, Featherman Pink gets in my way.
Inside. I need to free her!
Then that makes us enemies. I hope you're prepared, Showbiz Fiend. I, Feather Pink, shall strike you down!
Showbiz Fiend, really?
Rise-san, please, run! You have to get help!
No, thanks, Fukasan, but it's okay. I can fight now. That's why I have this power, so I can be useful to everyone.
You're not running away. Then we may as well get started. Bring on the ring!
When Featherman Pink raises her right hand, like a costume hero's finishing move, glowing red pillars descend to surround us. At the same time, the gym's red curtain falls. I was hiding the escapade stage. I can't hear Fukasan's voice anymore, or even sense her.
Peace and quiet at last. Now, are you ready? Persona!
What? Wait a second. She can use a persona? Isn't that a little on the heavy side for my first fight?
And action!
Feather Pink attacks right on cue. And it's not a practice attack like in shows, but a full force move meant to kill. I shrink away, managing to dodge. She's really showing no mercy. Once again, I feel the fear an actual battle puts into you, but my senpai fought through these feelings. I get a little twinge in my chest from the guilt. I'm different now, though. I can do this too.
Hey, are you sure you should be here? Why not leave this stuff to us and do your thing from a safe distance? Isn't that all an idol's good for? You're more like a mascot than a member of the team, so you really shouldn't be out on the front.
That hurt, because I know Feather Pink is right. No matter how much I say that, that's not how it is, and that I don't want to be like that anymore. The truth is the truth. My ideals aren't easily understood by others. All the same, I'm past pretending my flaws don't exist. All I can do is accept them without letting them defeat me, and keep trying my best.
Any excuses. You're right. But no matter what you say, I won't let you beat me.
Finally. Fight!
Ow. Jesus. That was getting a little dicey. When the battle ends and Featherpink collapses into the gym floor, the red pillars surrounding us shatters as well. Soon afterwards, what used to be Featherpink melts and disappears while spitting out some kind of shining powder.
Disappeared.
Was she a shadow? As I stand stunned at the sight before me, the culprit rises again. Really, the curtain rises again without a sound. That's right, Fuka-san. That's right, Fuka-san. I clamber up onto the stage and use my persona to release her from the cross.
Fuka-san, are you all right? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Rise-san. So you can fight with your persona now? Oh, that's right, Yukari-chan. Rise-san, she needs your help more than I do. You mean that lady in pink? Okay, one sec.
Log. She guarded me and... You mean the main lady in pink? One sec. Fuka-san seems really exhausted. Speaking at all is hard for her in this state. I help the person in pink who's collapsed a little ways away, and I'm surprised at what I see. Wait a minute, this is Yukari-san? But she's the same as the Feather Pink I just defeated.
Huh? Where's the fake me? I have to say Fuka! Wait a minute. Huh?
Thank goodness. Looks like she's come too. So what was that a fake? Was that a fake Yukari-san earlier? I mean, I think the gold eyes would have given away, and the voice. I don't really understand what's going on, but if Fuka-san is worried about her, she can't be an enemy, right?
Yukari-chan, Rise-san here saved me. I'm sorry for what you went through because of me.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry I worried you too. I got caught totally off guard. Rise-san? Thanks. Whoa, wait! Are you the real Rosette? You're so thin, and look at how small your face is!
Yukari, by confirmed.
Oh, yeah. I still don't really understand what's going on here.
After we introduce ourselves, Yukari-san, whose full name is Yukari Takiba, and I messed that up, didn't I? After we introduce ourselves, Yukari-san, whose full name is Yukari Takiba, and Fuka-san tell me everything leading up to this point. It seems Fuka-san's group is on the move to Inaba after picking up an abnormal shadow reading here, but the enemy ambushed them and they were captured. Yukari-san is a shadow operative too, so she rushed to Inaba with Labras and some others to rescue Mitsuru-san's group. It sounds like the enemy is using shadows to make fake versions of us and forcing us to fight them. They also mentioned that what's happening in Inaba right now is a lot like something called the Dark Hour, a phenomenon Yukari-san and Fuka-san dealt with once. I'm starting to get a grasp of what's going on, but it's happening so quickly that I feel like my head is going to burst. What should I do now? Fuka-san says her power was being drained while she was crucified, so she's pretty exhausted. I'm worried about Yukari-san's wounds too, and I'm feeling a bit lightheaded from the constant fighting. After a brief gap in the conversation, Fuka-san innocently speaks up.
By the way, why are you dressed like that, Yukari-chan? It looks really well made.
Huh? You're just noticing this now? Well, there's something of a story behind it.
I've worn costumes from time to time too, but that one's pretty cool. It's pink and cute. Maybe I should try wearing it in a show. Transformation activate! Feather change!
Something like that. What a pro. You're pretty focused on work, aren't you? Say, didn't I hear that you're making a comeback? It must be tough to balance with school and whatnot. Homework and idle work. You could say that again. But I don't mind so much since I have fun with all of it. That's so cool. High school girls sure are spirited. I envy your youth.
You were in high school only 2 years ago. But then again, I get how that can feel like forever.
You work hard too, you know, Yukari-chan.
Nah, I just do some modeling here and there. It just so happened I got the feather pink role in an audition.
Actually, technically, wouldn't be it be like 1 year ago since you were since I think you were second year. Yeah, you were second year. Mitsuru was third year.
Oh, you're a model? Wait, and you're the real Feather Pink? Wow, that's incredible. I'm so jealous of how great you look. Do you have to watch what you eat too?
Oh, of course. Oh, speaking of food, I found this great place that serves delicious lunch specials the other day.
Okay, now I feel we're getting off topic a little bit.
Wait, no. Now's not the time to talk about that stuff.
That's what I was saying. I come to my senses and we can't help but laugh. This isn't the place to have fun and indulge in girl talk. But I think it was a good distraction in a way. I can't be indecisive about what to do next. If Fukasan and I are here, then what I need to do is already decided.
I'm searching around here. Fukasan, will you help me out? Of course. I'm all right now.
Looks like Fukasan couldn't use her persona at all while on that cross, since it kept draining her strength. Maybe that cross can rob it so the strength of heart our personas draw on. Once Fukasan calms her breathing, and she begins searching first. I sensed it last time, and she did this too. But the powerful yet very kind feeling covers the area.
Exactly where, but I sense someone nearby. It seems your friends are here as well, Rise-san.
Senpai's here? Great! I knew they'd get here. Fuka, can you tell where everyone is? I still think we should meet up with them.
It might be hard by myself, but
Fukasan reaches out her hand to me. I take it and open my heart. Our hearts synchronize, and the warmth I've never felt, before pours into me. We may not be able to get in contact with them, but we should be able to sense where everyone is for sure.
Sona. I found you, Senpai! And Yosuke-senpai and Chie-senpai? Yikes, who's this? It's not Teddy. I sense a familiar presence near Aigus and Akihiko-senpai. I think they'll be okay. Let's see where Mitsuru-senpai is.
Amazing. My senses spread over incredible distances compared to usual. I'm picking up on presences one after another, both familiar and not. Hey, what's this one? Something big. Oh, great, we got Godzilla. I mean, that's not a Godzilla roar, but it feels like a sharp blade hit us, and Fukasan and I let go at the same time. What was that thing? There's something terrible here.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. That startled me, though. It came from further up. From the top? What could it be?
Something out of the ordinary is happening above the school at the top of the tower. We nod to each other and begin running for that place at once. Young assassin. Just when we finally rescued Akihiko-san and we're about to catch a break in solving this case, now we can't even get out of the room. We're all panicking.
What the hell's going on?
All except Akihiko-san. Anyway, who's just thinking calmly to himself? Does he have some kind of plan?
How many doors are there in the music room at your school?
Huh? Oh, right. There's the door we came through, and... Ah! There should be a door that leads to the prep room in the back.
All right. Junpei, look for that door. It should be around here somewhere.
Huh? Actually, is this it?
Junpei looks around and finds a little door that was hidden behind and some stuff further in the room. Well, you look at that. Man, I guess I should show up at school more often so I notice stuff like that too. Anyway, Junpei goes up to a little door to the little door and opens it. Easy as that.
Whoa. What is this? It's kind of creepy.
This should be familiar. That door turns out to be connected to an eerie room that's stained in bloody red. Hey, this is the announcement room for from the P1 Grand Prix. Those broken robots hung up there are a part of Labrys's past. What a shitty thing to make us look at again.
Abby-chan, are you doing okay right now? I'm really worried about you.
Teddy.
That reminds me, Teddy called himself Labrys's knight and stuff like that. So maybe he was the first one to make friends with Labrys during the P1 Grand Prix. Guess it's only natural that he'd be worried about how she's doing now. Still.
Ah! Stupid kanji! What was that for?
Toughen up, Ted. What good is it gonna do you to mope like that? You're Labrys's buddy. She said herself that she was gonna do her best. If you don't believe in her, who will?
What was that cry?
God damn it, don't get your runny nose on me! It's so gross!
Ted comes jumping at me with his face is streaked with tears and a runny nose. This little... Oh, I just washed my damn uniform and he's already getting it dirty. While we're fooling around, Akihiko-san comes towards us and smiles.
You guys get along really well, huh? But we're running out of time. Let's get moving.
Roger that.
All right! I'm totally on fire! We're gonna go and kick this culprit's booty!
The blue Daruma doll's pretty pumped up. Oh, hey, there's a door over here, too.
Blue Daruma doll. When Junpei-san opens the door further inside the announcement room, this crazy gust of wind blows into the room, sweeping his entire body out the door.
Junpei!
Ah! Junpei flew away! Kanji, hurry up and save him!
Shut up! I know, damn it! Then Akihiko-san and me, when Akihiko-san and me rush over, we can't help but see what's on the other side of the door. We're supposed to be inside the school, but is that outside? A giant bridge fills the place and fills the space, and well, it doesn't matter. It's just that the route that we've been taking so far is all messed up. I'll just assume that that door got connected somewhere weird. I look around for Junpei-san and find him clinging to the bridge's handrail for dear life. He's seriously one hell of a guy. That's like the most cliche thing that could happen. It's starting to make me wonder if he's doing this on purpose.
It's the Moonlight Bridge.
Huh? That huge bridge in the city? Why is it here in Enaba? Wait, is it that?
Hold on a sec. I'm going. I can't do any of the sound stuff right now. Just saying that's the sound. The ambience is really loud.
Higus.
Whoa! There's this totally out of place cross on top of the pillar at the highest spot on the bridge, and I can see, and I can kind of see someone crucified up there. When I squint my eye is to get a better look, I can see for sure. That's Aiga-san. What kind of insane eyesight does Akihiko-san have to spot her from this distance? Wait, that's not important. I can tell even from here that Aiga-san ain't in great shape. We've got to hurry and save her.
I'll go. I might be able to reach her with my persona.
Nope, nope. I'll be the one to rescue her. I'll set Ai-chan free and get a kiss of thanks. Oh.
Just as Teddy slips past Yukihiko Senpai to dart outside, he gets knocked back by a rubber ball that goes rolling on the announcement room floor. This is more of that invisible wall crap. Like a rubber ball that goes rolling on the announcement room floor. This is more of that invisible wall crap. When did this happen?
Nowhere. If you think that things will be that easy, you're greatly mistaken.
That's a guy's voice. Is quiet and kind of higher pitched. We turn around and see the red pillar is in the four corners of the announcement room. Yeah, I thought so. Whose fake are we fighting now? I look closer and see some kid and a dog. But we better not let our guard down. None of it has noticed them coming after all.
Koromaru, too.
Long time no see, Sonata-san. You should say hello too, Koromaru.
Huh? If this kid knows Akihiko-san, he must be the shadow operative too, or a fake one anyway. Whoa, no, don't tell me the same goes for that scary-looking dog too.
You think I'm just a child from the way I look, don't you? But let me make one thing clear. Don't underestimate me.
Okay, so that's what's going on here. Stay back, you guys. Ow.
Akihiko-san!
In the blink of an eye, Akihiko-san stepped forward, and the kid closed in and to swing his cross spear. Actually, the kid might have been a little faster. He's using the spear's flexibility and balance to cover for him being so shrimpy. Akihiko-san's not in peak condition right now, so maybe I shouldn't let him handle this one.
Rules by now. Decide who'll be representing you. If possible, I prefer not to fight someone who's injured, like him. It's no fun at all for me to beat up on someone who isn't in perfect condition, you know.
Wow, he's not cute at all. Oh, but I guess that makes it easier to deal with him?
Yuki-chan, I think your snow black side's showing up a little.
Hey, little punk. What gives bringing the mutt into a one-on-one fight?
Huh? Oh, this thing? Don't worry about it. I should get a handicap, right? I mean, since I'm just a child.
Yeah, you little.
Not to repeat Yukiko Senpai or nothing, but this brat ain't cute at all. The way he talks kind of reminds me of Naoto, but like, this jerk's milking the I'm just a kid thing for all it's worth. Huh? Wait a sec. The fakes so far, at least the ones I've seen, act pretty much the way we do. So does this mean the real kid's personality is more or less like this fakes? Blah, that's not a great train of thought. So I better stop for now. I gotta focus instead on beating the crap out of this kid. We're gonna snow blankets.
Final. Fight. Do it.
Gotta keep with the tradition. Oh, come on. Oh my god, let me slap you. Slap!
It was in doubt, but you pulled through.
It was Yukari. We have to be we have to keep with the tradition. Yukiko, not Yukari. The red pillar is in the four corners of the announcement room break. Sweet, the invisible walls are gone now, so we can rescue Junpei-san and Iga-san. Or so I thought, but it looks like that last hit wasn't enough to totally take out the kid and his dog. Instead of melting away like the other ones, they're huddled on the ground so far.
I didn't think you were this strong. I didn't fight because I wanted to, you know. He forced me to do this.
The hell? This kid was a real damn brat until a second ago, and he got all soft-hearted and then started crying, and everyone's got sweat drops, and Akihiko's got 2. That's great. Even his dog is drooping his ears and giving this pitiful whine as he looks at us. Damn it, he's too cute. I can't resist small animals when they give me those eyes.
These guys really are fakes, right? There's no chance that they're real?
Huh? No, that's not possible. Oh, but the fake ones disappear as soon as they're defeated.
Huh? That is weird. But all I'm getting with my nose is the smell of a shadow.
Hey, you three, don't let your guard down.
Sonata-san, it's too late now.
Damn it!
Oh crap, we let our guard down. When we turned towards Akihiko-san's voice, it left our backs completely exposed to that kid and his dog. And that damn brat's too fast for us to do anything about it now. But right when I'm thinking that, this white streak leaps over us and slams the fake dog away from its pounce at Ted. What the hell?
What? You're...
At the same time, a spear comes flying from behind, missing us completely, but really nailing the fake kid. It was thrown so hard, the kid goes flying back and gets nailed to the wall behind him. That's an image. As we watch it happen, and gaping like dumbasses, 2 voices, one human and one animal, come from behind us.
Honestly, aren't you supposed to be the adults here? You let your guard down much too soon.
The new arrivals look just like the fakes we were fighting. Actually, this kid looks even brattier than his double, and standing proud next to him is a pure white dog.
Several of you I don't think I've met before. I'm the real Kanemata, and this is Koromaru.
Oh, you're the real Ken-kun. It's nice to meet you. Oh, and you too, Koromaru-san.
Watching you was pretty nerve-wracking. Do you understand what you were doing? It's unbelievable not paying attention during the fight.
I'm sorry.
I'm very sorry, too.
This kid's even brattier than the fake.
You've stepped up your game, Ken. That was an impressive strike.
It's good to see you again, Sonata-san. As you can see, Koromaru's been well, too. I've heard about you all from Labra-san. Real talking costume, huh?
I'm not a costume. I'm an all-natural, totally adorable raw bear.
Yeah, sure. And I guess the zipper's just for show.
What the hell's a raw bear?
Look, I'll let you touch it a little bit. Wanna feel my fur?
That's all right. I'm not interested.
Still, it's amazing to see a dog use a persona. Come here, Chosokabe.
Please don't call Koromaru by that weird name. I'm not sure how to react.
Sorry to cut this short, but we have to move, Ken. How's the situation?
We met up with Naruto-san on a rooftop somewhere, and Labra should be on the move with her as we speak. Yukari-san and I avoided fighting there and left. We split up to search for Mitsuru-san, but I can't say that it's going well.
So Naoto-kun and Labras are okay. Thank goodness.
Labby-chan's here too? When I see her, I want to give her a big, fluffy bear hug.
Fluffy, you say?
Oh, so this kid's into Teddy's fur too. I guess he does have a childish side to him. Either way, I'm relieved to hear our other friends are safe. But am I forgetting something?
Hey, that reminds me. Where's Junpei?
Huh? I can't believe I forgot. I have to rescue Ai-chan.
Crap! I only remember now that Junpei he got thrown and out to the Moonlight Bridge, and I go running to let out the door. Huh? They're both gone. Where'd they go? Then I see Aiga-san coming down from above while holding Junpei-san bridal style. P3 best girl. Whoa, she's actually flying.
Thank you for rescuing me, everyone. And Ken-san, Koromaru-san, it's been a while.
Aiga-san, I'm so glad that you're safe.
Yes, Koromaru-san. Junpei-san climbed the bridge and rescued me.
I'm a guy who gets things done when it comes down to it.
Even if you fumble most of the way.
Is that so? Looks to me like Aigis is the one helping you out today.
After Junpei-san destroyed the cross I was bound to, he slipped and fell off the bridge. So I rescued him.
It's really been a day for me falling off of this.
I mean, falling is kind of what you do.
So that's why you're in that position. You haven't changed at all, Junpei-san.
What he said.
What's that supposed to mean?
Junpei-san is the disgraced detective as always.
I love that nickname.
I don't think that's an actual detective.
Either way, I'm glad you're safe. Looks like Yukari and Labras are here too. So let's go save Mitsuru and Fuka and get this over with.
Aiga-san, Junpei-san, and Ken nod enthusiastically. It's not that it's not like we're being shut out, but that kind of thing shows they work together on a level we could never reach. Though wait a minute, our bond with you, Senpai, is on that level. Actually, that reminds me. Didn't Mitsuru-san tell us not to get involved with this? Are we gonna get yelled at for helping?
Hey, you guys.
Yeah. What's up?
Hurry up and get ready. We're leaving in a few.
What he says catches me by surprise. So much that I freeze up for a moment. Looks like the same thing happened to Yukiko, because she doesn't say anything either.
You weren't gonna stay put, right? Then come with us.
Roger that.
Are you sure? Mitsuru-san told us to.
Isn't it a little late for that? And since Mitsuru and Fuka aren't around right now, we need Teddy's help. Come on, it's not this deep. Might as well see it through.
I completely forgot about the Teddy thing. Ha, he had to put it that way. I'm sure he must know what he'd say, what we'd say to that.
I'm starting to get fired up. Leave it to me. I'll sniff Michan out.
How very reliable.
So Akihiko-san's Aki and Mitsuru-senpai is Michan, huh? This bear Daruma really isn't scared of anything, is he?
My nose is gonna shine. I smell something gathering up there.
Dude, this again?
He said up there, though. Could he mean the rooftop after all?
You know, when I rescued Aigis earlier, I saw these giant stairs going up on the other side of the bridge.
That's it. Good job, Junpei. I'm gonna rescue Michan and get rewarded with a kiss.
Yeah, not happening. Akihiko-san and the others stumble quite a bit at that. Something tells me the shadow operatives don't have anyone as intense as our Ted. It's stupid, but I can't help but feel a little proud and smirk.
Still a carefree bunch, aren't they?
Just don't blame me if you end up getting executed.
All right, now now that we've gotten the okay from Akihiko-san's group, all we got to do is go show no mercy and crush the culprit. We jump onto the messed up scenery. We jump down to the messed up scenery and head toward for the stairs. All right, continuing with Yu's story then. All right, the red screens are the battles. And there is a scene you get when you 100% complete both scenarios. So I am going to try and do that. But looking at this will probably be our last. This will probably be our last thing for today. Actually, I'm worried it'll go on for a while. After shielding me from the enemy's attack, Yosuke and Chie stagger a bit before crumbling. And I try to stop them both, help prop them both up. What is going on here? Did he summon a persona?
Trouble you've caused. Thanks to you, I'm forced to show myself.
The calm tone brings my confused mind back to reality. The same show we just defeated is standing nonchalantly before me. Or is it really the same show? That naked hostility and horrific madness from earlier is gone. The one standing in here now is utterly calm and collected, and has an intensely intimidating aura about him.
Who are you? I'm Sho Minazuki. We are Sho Minazuki.
I immediately recall what Sho said about that guy before. I get it now.
So there are two personalities within you. You have a split personality.
No way! Seriously?
That isn't strictly correct. I awakened within this child, and I exist to grant his wish. That's why I'm using that thing.
That thing?
It doesn't seem to be about Adachi-san, but it's hard to believe that what we've been through up to now was created by a human acting alone. Most likely, some otherworldly being is involved with us, just like last year's case.
The child's heart was warped due to great suffering at the hands of man. I must eradicate all that lives to win back peace for him.
Impossible. He's going to win back peace by wiping out every living thing. Minazuki is serious about this. He goes so far as to destroy the world for Sho's sake.
What will it do to make the world that way? Humans can't live on their own.
That's your perspective. He's unlike you, though, and requires help from no one. Are you that scared of a world with no allies?
I mean, he's getting help from you, so...
You're wrong. People grow by living together with others. That's how they're able to better themselves.
As I said, that's your perspective. Sadly, you have no more friends to save you.
Minazuki casts a gaze behind me, to the hallway back there.
As none of them are rushing in, your other friends must have fallen somewhere along the line.
I can't help my voice from trembling. It's true there's an uneasiness somewhere in my heart. I keep wondering, why hasn't anyone come yet? And is everyone really okay?
Damn it! You don't listen to that guy!
Yeah,
of death, what use would you be? Actually, perhaps you were a hindrance to begin with. Isn't that right, Narukami? Since you seem more accomplished than them.
Yosuke and Chie are at a loss for words. Yosuke, Chie, don't listen to him, I swear. Only Adachi-san continues to gaze upon us quietly as we struggle to find a retort for Minazuki.
Narukami, why not cast them aside? Then you'll be able to fight freely. Or are you unable to fight properly without these bonds you speak of? Your weakness is propped up by others, as is the rest of yours. Protecting your wounded comrades will result in your death.
A shadow-like persona appears behind Minazuki. No, I'm still trying to shield these two. If I dodge it, Yosuke and Chie will be...
You forget about us. You at least gotta.
That's right! Don't let us drag you down!
What? What are you saying? How does it feel? You are about to be slain because of your precious friends. These are indeed bonds, but only in the sense that they restrain you. Don't you think it would be better to remain alone?
I ignore Minazuki and concentrate on his persona. Can I repel his attack while protecting my friends behind me? How? At that moment, Minazuki makes his move. I muster all my strength and send my persona at his, but it's easily repelled, and I fall to my knees from the force. It's no use. I can't completely block Minazuki's attacks so long as I'm unable to move an inch. Seeing me off balance, Minazuki's persona draws back its blade to finish me off.
End this.
If I jump back now, I could dodge his blade, but then that'd leave Yosuke and Chie open. Damn it, what do I do? I will my legs to keep from reflexively dodging. Strangely, I don't feel afraid. I believe in them. Even if I fall, my friends will protect this town.
Persona!
Persona!
Two personas appear before my eyes, as if cutting through the red fog. They block the incoming attack from Minazuki's persona. The sound of running footsteps draws near. Before I could even turn around, I hear two voices.
Yukon! Senpai, are you alright?
Yeah.
That is a badass image, by the way. That's right. My friends aren't a burden to me. I've made it this far because they were with me. I'm not strong at all, but as long as I have my bonds with them, I can do whatever I have to. Sho, why can't you see that?
More imbeciles. It seems deploying doppelgangers made from shadows wasn't enough.
Don't move.
Get away from Yukon, or I won't show any mercy!
No need for histrionics. I'll concede now without them. Though, should I at least get rid of Narukami first?
No, they look exhausted from their battles so far, but Minazuki doesn't seem to be suffering at all. Just ignore me and save Yosuke and Chie.
Sounds like a bad plan. Haven't you ever heard the saying, the cornered stag is most dangerous? I don't think you have time or energy to waste.
Though Naoto was standing at the ready, her eyes open wide at the voice that interrupted us. It's the natural reaction for anyone who is involved in that case.
No. Why are you here?
Whoa!
What is this shaking?
It's begun. I'll be taking my leave. All that's left is to see this through.
Nazuki looks up at the creaking ceiling and then turns his back to us, as if we hold no interest for him.
Hold it!
Naoto and Labras decide they can't let him escape. Deciding they can't let him escape, fan out to flank Minazuki. I'm not sure now's the time to fight him, but it's too late now. I ready my own sword again, and we all surround Minazuki.
You really love to swarm, don't you? You find your strength by herding together. But there are enough persona fragments now. I have no need to deal with you anymore.
What is this? My legs.
This again.
Minazuki's eyes begin to shine blood red, and we lose control of our bodies. It's that power that he held us down, that held us down at the school gate. No, it's even worse than that, and it's got us all in its grip.
Text. I've been relying on this borrowed power too much. Though now is not the time to hold back.
Minazuki's expression seemed to harden for a moment, but in the next instant, he takes a great leap farther than humanly possible and descends before the giant door. He disappears beyond that door, and the heavy sound of the door closing echoes throughout the room. All we could do was watch him go. Fortunately, his exit finally releases us from the power that was holding us in place. We have to pursue him at once. However, as if taking his place, we hear the sound of approaching footsteps from the fog.
I'll take over from here. Let's begin. Bring on the ring.
At the fur-clad woman's command, the red pillar is pulled into the four corners of the room. I know this woman.
Mitsuda-san?
No, that's a fake.
Where's Minazuki?
He's gone already. Hey, not to butt in, but don't you think you're in over your heads a little this time? Didn't you see his power? You're up against more than just that brat.
Adachi-san, who had put some distance between us without us noticing, speaks in his usual carefree tone from outside the invisible walls. It's true that Minazuki's power isn't normal. Does that mean that Sho received power from something beyond human understanding, just like Adachi-san did once?
Don't you think it's a little late? He said he has all the persona fragments he needs. So all that's left is to summon that thing, and then jam the fragments he's gathered into. That might have hurt. What was that for?
You speak too much, imbecile. Should I deal with you instead?
Whoa, no way! Where'd you get that idea? All right then. I did try to warn you guys.
Adachi-san waves to us while leaving the classroom. Before I can even consider the message she left us with, the fake Mitsuru-san points her rapier at us.
Time for your execution. I'll send you all to the afterlife, one after another.
Brains versus brains, let's go!
Finally.
What?
It ends here.
Please! Ellie! Assault! Now is the time! Persona!
Ow. Ow. Hurt. Very hurt. And next checkpoint will end the stream. The red pillars shatter and the fake Mitsuru-san melts. The persona fragment and the melting fake spits out float up, becoming a ribbon of golden light flowing to the top of the tower. We were able to escape danger, but the damage we've taken isn't light either. We can't just run off and chase after Minazuki immediately.
In any case, let's sort the situation out.
To give Yosuke and Chie some time to recover, we agreed to Naoto's suggestion and start sifting through the information and speculations we have.
Conspiring with the other Minazuki, and they enveloped this town in red fog. They then set things up so that we would fight our fakes here. When persona users fight inside the red fog, their persona is carved off into fragments, which are being harvested at the top of this tower.
So the whole time, this P1 climax was just to gather our persona fragments, right?
Right. And Sho and Minazuki are planning on using the gathered persona fragments on whatever it is they're summoning with this tower.
But what's Sho gone through so much fuss to summon?
How they intend to use the persona fragments on the summoned entity, and what effects it'll have, remain to be seen.
Yeah, but Minazuki said he was gonna eradicate all living things by summoning this being. We can't let that happen.
Minazuki's trying to fix it so no one else but Sho exists anymore, right? That's pretty serious.
If that's what he's up to, we don't have much time left. We gotta hurry and stop him. Oh, hold on a sec. There's something I was wondering about.
Huh? What is it?
Yeah. That Minazuki guy told you he didn't have a split personality, right, Yukon?
Yeah, I definitely heard him say that.
And, that's what made me think that maybe there's a plume of dusk stuck in him.
Huh?
What do you mean? Well, I told Naoto-kun this before, but the plume of dusk has to do with creating Aigises in my hearts, right? When I met Minazuki, the plume of dusk inside me resonated, like when I first met Aigis. So if Sho doesn't have split personality, but that Minazuki was a personality that showed up later, it got me wondering. Huh? But how? Why?
No, it's possible. Thinking about it, Mitsuru-san suspected that Labrys's kidnapper had ties to the Kirijo group. I looked into it as well, but during the reign of Koetsu Kirijo, Mitsuru-san's grandfather, a CEO of the Kirijo group, they performed many inhumane experiments, which led to the various shadow-related crises that Mitsuru-san's group continues to deal with. I wouldn't be surprised if Sho was a victim of one of the experiments from that time.
So, are you saying Sho had one of those plume thingies stuck into him as an experiment?
According to my theory, yes.
Seriously?
A heavy silence falls over us. If Sho's past was that horrible, it's no wonder he hates the world. I expect nothing less from the victim of the inhuman experimentation, artificially born. I'd expect nothing less from the victim of inhuman experimentation, artificially born and then covered up. He probably doesn't even know the importance of the bonds that people form.
Anyway, we must hurry on. If we can rescue Mitsuru-san, she may be able to tell us more.
Everyone nods, and we begin heading to the top of the tower. Not one person has mentioned a word about our friends who aren't with us. Rise, Kanji, Teddy, Yukiko, and the other shadow operatives fighting alongside Labrys. But it's not because we're not worried about them. It's that we believe in our friends and look to look after themselves rather than go back to town to check on them. We can trust in them to put all our energy into climbing this tower. We can trust in them and put all our energy into climbing this tower. We have to move fast if we want to prevent Sho and Minazuki's plan and protect the town that's so precious to us. Plus, we need to know what Adachi-san's really up to. Labras and I lend our respective shoulders to Yusuke and Chie, who are still recovering from their injuries, as we climb up the stairs to the top of the tower. We thought the distorted stairs would lead to another maze-like hallway, but they only go further up.
Hey, we're at the end. There's a door. This is the door to the rooftop, right?
I'm going to open it.
Everyone nods, and Naoto opens the door. What we see is beyond it is a bizarre area we've never laid eyes upon before. Outside, what looked like a landing, and an enormous red moon shines bright in the sky. There are countless cross-like objects embedded all over the ground, too, making it seem like an execution ground.
It's not part of Yasogami High. That much is certain. I've never seen this area before.
Hey, over there! Is that Mitsuru-san?
Just like we saw on the Midnight Channel, Mitsuru-san is bound to the cross Chie points to. Is she conscious? Her head hangs limp, and she doesn't react to Labras calling her name. As we try to hurry over to her, a figure moves to block our way.
Deploying enclosed battlefield. You will go no further.
If this is another fight, I'm stopping. The summoned red pillar fall from the sky around us. Even here, they're forcing these battles on us.
I've been waiting for you, sister.
You ain't Aegis. You're a fake, too.
Labras is right. That burning golden hue in the figure's eyes is a dead giveaway that it's a fake.
I am a fake, sister. But is the distinction necessary for us?
What?
We are weapons forged in the shape of humans. Aren't we all fakes from the start?
Fakes of humans.
Have you forgotten? We have no comrades. You even fought and killed your sister units, no?
Damn it! Labras, don't listen to her!
Labras' past. It's filled with gruesome memories of battle. Her makers advanced the product line by having her prototypes fighting each other. She was forced to destroy her sister units, basically kill the rest of her family. But,
It's okay,
excuse me?
What? But...
Labras will be all right.
That's right. In the P1 Grand Prix, Labras faced the shadow within her and accepted it. Our Labras, standing with us now, shouldn't be swayed by such a cheap trick.
What's wrong, sister? Do you not hate humans?
Yeah, I do hate humans.
Then,
But not like how you mean it.
sister,
As much as I got a grudge against humans, it was humans that saved me. Yeah, the ones who made me did horrible things to me. To all the ones in my model. But hating all humans because of them is wrong. I like Yukon, and Mitsuru-san, and all the rest of them. It ain't right for you to destroy the world they all live in.
how unfortunate. I would have thought that you could understand my master, Sho Minazuki's desire for solitude.
His solitude.
Don't waste your breath. I will see you die here, sister.
The fake Aiga-san charges toward Labras at high speeds. This isn't good. Labras is tied up in supporting Chie and is in no position to fight back. I have the same problem propping up Yosuke too, which leaves only one person who can deal with this right now.
Naoto, I'm counting on you.
You don't have to tell me.
Naruto's persona, summoned with perfect timing, stops the fake Aga-san's attack and forces it back.
Naoto-kun!
Great move, Naoto!
You really helped, Naoto-kun.
Nonsense.
Let's make ourselves clear. As long as we're around, we won't allow you to so much as lay a finger on Labrys. I don't know what kind of solitude you or your creator is suffering, but we don't lightly forgive anyone who hurts our friends.
Then there is nothing more to discuss. Releasing limiters, switching to battle mode, annihilating targets.
It has to be, right? But we're not going to go into the actual fight. Because I can't push this, I can't really push the stream very much, and I don't want to get risk this going on any longer.
You have a strong heart. You can win it.
Just to see if we can resume from that fight. Yeah.
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
All right then. So I think we're nearing the end of the P4 story, which is a lot sooner than I was expecting. I was expecting at least three. I was expecting it to be a lot longer, considering how long it was taking to finish the P1 stories. But I get, well, not as long, but still, I was expecting for be enough for it to be enough to need a break. But yeah, we'll probably we might finish off the P4 story next time, and we'll do the rest of the, and we'll probably, we might head into the P4 story directly. But right now, let us get ready for a raid. All right, let's go with Hoshino. Oh, I can't raid her right now? Okay, all right, we'll go with Genesis Prism, who is playing Cyberpunk 2077. I can't raid her either, huh? Velvet, who's playing Street Fighter 6. Velvet it is then. Okay then, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you haven't, if you haven't followed, if you like my stuff and you haven't already, please leave a follow. It helps me as a small VTuber, and you can I also upload all my stuff on YouTube, and you can also check my socials over there. But yeah, we'll. Unfortunately, though, because it's a bit of a messy month, it'll probably be a messy month next month too. We won't be continuing next week because it is the end of the month, and that means that it's time to open the Temple archives and take a look at four games on Game Pass to play. So I hope to see you all there. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. This is Metis Balaska signing out.